Hello and welcome to BFU Podcast with Mo Love. I'm Mo Love, and today is a special episode, not because you're here, but because of our special guest. She is the mommy of San Antonio, the body of it all, and she loves her good old 613 blonde piece. She is from the Superior House of St. James. Y'all please welcome Kehlani C. St. James. Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Hey Mo, how are you, baby?
I'm good. So good that we're able to
All
do
right.
this in our
Okay, I'm
little black
excited.
dress and our big blonde hair.
Okay, I'm excited, girl.
I am super excited. So we're going to start off with a few questions. First question is, can you tell us the story behind your drag name? How did we get Kehlani as Kehlani as we have today?
Okay. So a few years ago, you know the singer Kalani, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to her. I was listening to her. I was grooving to her in a club. I think I was young, girl. I was like, I don't know. I was like maybe like 15 or 16 or something. I said, you know what? I want my name Kalani. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with it because I love that song. It's the way you are, the way you talk.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one, girl. And it just stuck with me. I was like, I'm gonna be Kalani St. James. I'm gonna be. That's gonna be my name, Kalani. Well, before the St. James part, it was Kalani. I got it from her. I got inspired by the artist.
So for you, where did your love for drag come from?
My love for drag came when I started going to the clubs when I was like, younger, like 15, 13. I was young. Like, I know it's crazy, right? That I'm talking like I was like really young like that, but girl, we got snuck into the bar. Ooh, I got snuck into the bar, girl. I had a fake ID, girl. I was young. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this and just be all I can be. And honey, I got into the club, honey. I had a fake ID and everything. So my first, um, it had to be when I was like 17 or 18. I had went down to the Saint in San Antonio, and I ain't gonna lie, it was my first queen I seen. Her name was Aminique Andrews, and to this day, it was like maybe it was a long time ago, like 2009, 2010, something like that. She did Catwoman, and from that day on, bitch, I was like, oh yeah, this is something that I want to do for sure.
Okay. As you started drag, where did your influence of your identity come from?
I would say it was obviously RuPaul. Drag Race was something that we all looked up to back in the day. I would say a little bit of both. I would
Okay.
say it was the club scene, and I will also say it was TV as well. I think so, yeah.
Okay. Now, drag does have a rich, complex history because we know drag started because women weren't allowed on the stage. So we
Right,
do have in history of some straight men that dabbled in the drag. But as far
right.
as for us as queer black individuals, how important is the history of our culture ingrained in with drag for you?
It's just very important, like you said, we got the three strikes, girl. We're a biological man, we're black, we're gay, girl. So, it was hard back in the day, just to be accepted by not even the community, your family, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
you had to really dig deep within yourself and just love yourself to the best of your ability, for sure.
Now, I know RuPaul says drag reveals who you really are. So, how do you feel like Kalani has made you feel?
Um, like a blonde Barbie.
She loves a blonde. She loves a blonde.
Okay. Okay. No, well, Kalani has made me be able to express myself the way I always knew I wanted to express myself. Like, I mean, just be myself. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I won't have to be nervous to put on a wig or, stuff like that, or be hidden or anything like that. It definitely built up my self confidence when it comes to uh, my personal life and entertaining for sure.
Because I definitely said, you don't have to be transparent on the wig. Because why the hell not? Why the
Right.
hell
You
not?
don't have to.
You
Yeah, you
don't
don't
have
have
to.
to at
It
all.
has a wig has nothing to do with your identity.
Right. That's true.
Because
That's
why the
that's
hell not? And that is my
true.
message now. That is my message now. Why the hell not?
That's 100% true. Like a wig doesn't determine who you are or dictate anything. It's fun. They're easy to buy and they're just fun. Hey,
Mhm. And it's a way for us to just feel free. I put a
right,
wig on and I feel free.
right, for sure. Okay, real free, free.
Exactly. So as we're talking about
Okay.
personas, so how would you classify Kalani's persona as an entertainer?
I want to say I give you drag. I'm very seductive. I try to give you like a sexual, not sex fantasy, because sex does sell, but we're not selling. Being seductive on stage and just being very feminine. You get what I'm saying? Just being
Hmm.
very feminine, very poised, and just sexy on stage. Giving
I'll
it,
say
giving
I've
you.
seen you online, and the way I would describe you as an entertainer is you're very grown and sexy, but it's not like sexual. It's very like a very confident, sophisticated, sexy.
Ooh, I like that.
Because I mean, you are a phenomenal lip sync. You're a great performer. Like I haven't seen you live yet, but I've seen like the videos. The camera don't lie, but like
Okay.
your mode and you always make sure that you involve your audience, which is the thing I
Right.
love. I love to see performers do when they're performing.
Right. I think, a lot of the girls, they go based off, oh, well, there's no tips, there's no this. But if you're getting booked, you are obligated to do a job just like any 9 to 5. So you got to go out there and be yourself. And it doesn't matter despite of what's going on. You have a job to do and just fulfill it. Just go out there and give it your all. You know, that's how I see.
Now, when it comes to the cosmetics, like I always say, a queen will always try and find something that is hers. So, what do you think, like, your signature thing is when it comes to your makeup?
Probably my highlight.
I was gonna say she does have a signature highlight. She has a
I love
signature highlight.
highlight. I love highlight for sure. I you know, I'm currently dipping and dabbing and stuff, just seeing what works for me, because there are so many different cosmetic chains out here that you can choose from. It's just kind of working with what you got. You get what I'm saying? Because I have
Mhm.
some new school stuff and I also have some old school stuff. So,
Yeah, I was gonna
mixing
ask you
those
about
together.
that. Like,
Yes, mixing
how
those
often?
together.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. What you say, baby?
I was gonna say, how often do you incorporate like new different techniques and try new things with your makeup?
As often as I possibly can, honey.
Like, believe it or
Because,
not, my face start with just clown white,
right.
clown
Yeah.
white, and then from there blended it out, added brown
You build
powder,
it.
and then added a little. It's called berries. She's a cute color, and and then I
Right.
put like a powder foundation. I was like, oh, this is real cute, real podcast tea.
Okay. It looks pretty. It looks beautiful, actually. I love
Ooh,
it.
thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
So when because right, we talked about the makeups, now we're gonna talk about costuming. Now costuming for you, because as I'll say to a lot of people, Drag Race gives you a different look of what drag is. Where the older seasons was real drag. So, are you
Right.
more of a styling girly, or are you more of a I'm gonna build a lurk?
Probably a little bit of both, girl.
No, I feel
That's
that. I
not when
feel that.
right. That's not when I'm in everybody's closet, just being honest. Because I mean I do have a lot of drag, but it's always fun to go in other people's closets, honey. And right now, the economy, girl, baby, you lucky to take a sheet off your bed and cut it up, honey, and put it on stage, baby. It is expensive, honey.
Oh yeah, you
It's
got that.
crazy, you know. So just kind of dibbling, dabbling, and just doing what works for me. You know.
So, are you more of a leotard girl, or are you more of a gown girl, or it just depends on what you feel like performing?
It just kind of depends on what I'm performing because I do enjoy a nasty gown and I do enjoy a nice rhinestone leotard.
I will say, San Antonio, y'all do like to shine bright like diamonds.
Okay, girl, glitter down, honey. Baby, I want you to see me from the back.
Y'all like to sparkle. That's something I
Okay, I
love
want you to
about
see
San
me.
Antonio drag. It's
Okay.
very clean, but it's very shiny.
Right, right. That's true.
And we kind of touched on performance. Like, I know you are a multi girl. You love to emote. You give emotions, faces. You don't mind looking a fool. You give
Right.
comedy. You are so easy on the microphone. Like, performance wise, like, you're the total package. So, can you give me a little bit of a little background on how you feel about storytelling and expressions through performance?
Um, I think storytelling, when you are performing, is very important because it gets the audience a sense of to engage in what you're doing and different stuff
Mm.
like that. I love storytelling. I love to build up. I don't just like to go out there, oh, let me go ahead and buck the house down. No, 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 no. I'm going to go ahead and serve you with looks. I'm going to look into your eyes, glaze at you, and just tell you about myself without telling you.
Okay, all right. So, speaking of story time, tell me about your first time performing.
Woo! Um, about 13 years ago at Pegasus. I was new. I mean, I'm from San Antonio, so I wasn't like new like that, but it was just to kind of, just to get out there and just try to um just give myself an opportunity to just be on stage, even if I looked crazy, even if I um didn't know what I was doing, girl. Just trying to just whatever. So, it was for the Tuesday Talent Night because they've been doing it for a very long time. So it was a Tuesday Talent Night, and I was just like, I don't know. Just let's just go for it, girl. I remember that time I just had like I think I had a long blonde wig on and I had like a leotard too, like just a plain leotard. Very nervous. Very, very nervous, girl. Just very nervous. Not knowing what to really expect,
Mm.
but I just kind of gave it a go. Sometimes right now in this day and age, you just kind of got to give it a go. Yeah, I think so.
So, what was the song you performed?
I think I actually performed Kalani, The Way.
Okay. And do you still perform
Okay.
this song now?
No, no.
Would you, though?
Girl, most certainly. Most certainly, but I have certainly retired her for sure. She's retired, girl. She's retired, girl. The way you are, the way. Baby, you're retired. So she's definitely retired for sure.
So, what is the song that you enjoy doing now?
Um, I would have to say my song that I really, really, really like. I like Dangerous by Jessie J.
That
That's a
is a
really
bop.
good one.
It is a bop
Okay?
for sure. It's just
I
so
like it.
sexy.
It's sexy, just like James did. It's just, girl, just baby. And it doesn't really require too much dancing, which is kind of great. because you can kind of connect with the audience and kind of slow yourself down. Because let's face it, girl, we're not all young as we used to be, right? So some of
Exactly.
us can do tricks and dips and black flips and this and that. I just can't. I can't, and I'm not. I just can't do it.
And, some of them girls, when they doing all that, they never know the words to their song.
At all. At all, baby. I'm talking about backflips, dips, and tricks and tips and lips, baby. It's they never know the words to their song. You're right. You're most certainly right about it. You're most certainly right. It's just I guess they just do what they got to do, girl. To each their own. I don't knock no
Mhm.
performers because we all go out there and just give our 100%. It's not easy wearing pads. It's not easy putting on heels when you got a size 13 foot, honey. It is not easy, baby, at all.
Exactly.
It's not.
So aside from it being entertainment and art, drag is
Mhm.
also a business. So what's the business side of being a drag queen, and how do queens navigate in the industry?
I think business side would be obviously marketing yourself. It's a good marketing tool. Most certainly financial because a lot of girls are not working. They rely on drag as a full-time career. So the girls, they just do what they can, but it's just it can be definitely lucrative. It can help you build sisterhood. It can keep you booked. You know what I'm saying? Just it's all well-rounded when it comes to financial, marketing, promoting, stuff like that. So it puts you out there for
And you
sure.
said sisterhood and community. So, it takes hustle and talent and a whole lot of glitter to make it in the world of drag. But, you also need a support and a backbone and sisterhood and
Right.
community. And that's where drag family comes in. And like I
Right.
mentioned earlier, you're from the Superior House of St. James. And
Mm-hmm.
I know your mother. She is a
Correct.
incredible queen, legendary, makeup skills top tier, entertainment value. Miss Mama's when she did Rhythm of Love at Gay Houston, they were beating down the walls. They're beating
Okay.
down the walls. Miss Mama's, I mean, she was da 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 da, and she pulled the microphone and she did it, and she passed it to the judge and she took it back. I mean, it was a time, and I've seen people do that song so many times. And the whole point of that
Right.
song is to make it your own, and she definitely made it her own.
Oh, that's
So, being
sweet.
that you
Yes.
have a mother that is well known, explain to us how you feel about support and what the roles that drag families plays in our society.
I think drag family plays a big part of your drag career, to be honest, because when things are not going right, you're going to look for that person and you're going to need that support from your drag mother, either your drag sister or whatever. It's something that you can connect with, besides your biological family. And I feel like some people just kind of get into a house without even kind of knowing about the house or knowing the background of the history. I think, drag families, it plays a big role in drag community,
Because,
you know.
a lot of these girls, they will go and they will be like, oh my gosh, you were on Drag Race. You're going to be my mother. And then
Right.
she is booked and busy and all over the world, and all you have is a last name.
That's it. And don't have time. Don't have time for the person. Don't have time for the your drag daughter, your drag son, whatever have you. You don't have time for them. So it's just like I think the girls need to get into a drag family that they can actually connect. Hey, that you can actually call your drag mom. Hey, mom, how are you doing? And I need help with this. I need help with this. I'm trying to do pageantry. What to do? You get what I'm saying? Then just jump
Mm-hmm.
in something. Yeah.
Cause I just feel if your drag family doesn't feel like they could be your bio, like if, because we are all adults, we're all adults,
Right.
and for some of us
Right.
we're putting on wigs, for some of us we're painting on beards and painting on mustaches and stuff. And we're all adults and we all do these things. But if you actually look up to your drag parent as the parent, even if they are younger than you or older than you, that's real respect. You respect them not as an adult, but also as that mentor figure.
Right. That's true. That's most certainly 100% true.
And I guess for our younger listeners, or newer drag babies, remember that when you are looking for a drag family, that it's not about what they can do for you. It's about the support and love and support that you get from them. Because you have somebody that is going through the same thing that you're going through, or that went through the same thing that you went through. Drag family means a lot to me. Sisterhood means a lot to me. Because, some people might not agree with somebody that is part of your drag family, but that's your sister. Do you have sisters that aren't St. James? Do you have sisters like that? That like aren't part of your drag family, but they're definitely your sister?
Oh, for sure. For many different houses, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And some are standalone families and stuff like that. And it's just awesome to see that like how drag has evolved, and you have a family here, you have a family there. You can connect with your sisters and brothers
I
and
mean,
stuff
we're
like that. So,
sisters.
hello, St.
We
James in love, honey.
we are sisters for sure.
Okay,
And I just think like chosen family is important family.
for sure, for sure.
So drag is a sisterhood, a brotherhood, and everything in between, where queens and kings and everything in between can lift each other up and celebrate their differences. And that's something that we all have to do at all times, because we are a community within a community. So we have to
Right,
always lift each other up and not tear each other down.
right. And I feel like sometimes, people will want to tear a person down just to do it, just to you have to lift each other up, all that, because I always said at the end of the day we are men dressed as a woman. We
Hmm.
are illusionists. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be out here. You have to be kind to people. If you don't feel like you are wanting to be kind, just stay at home. It's not worth it. You have to be kind to people. That's what I tell everybody all the time. Be kind, be respectful, be mindful of what you're saying, because people have feelings. And in this day and age, you just never know when a person is going to snap,
Because
you
even though
know?
they told us back in the day that sticks and stones will hurt your bones, but words hurt.
Yes,
Words
they
hurt.
do.
And people never
They really,
understand the
really do.
power of words or what they can make someone do until it's too late.
Till it's too late. Till it's too late, honey. Till it's too late.
So, of course, being an entertainer has challenges and adversity. So, what are some challenges or adversity that you had to overcome in this industry?
Um, what would I say? I think um I guess like it was kind of pretty much like doing high beat music, or stuff like that, because obviously I was back in the day, with my mother and stuff. We used to work at Food Bar for some time, and I love to do ballads. I love to do that. Obviously, being in San Antonio, baby, we're gonna have to hang up all the ballads.
Now that's where Miss Thunderpussy kind of, or Thunderpuss, I don't know why I said Thunderpuss. Thunderpuss changed the ballad game because put a little cute little beat behind the ballad, and you had that gown on and walk around, girl.
Okay, there was a fire starting in my heart. Pow. Okay, but yeah, I love to do a nice ballad. I can do a nasty ballad. I do. I still, back to my roots, because I was a church boy when I was younger. I do love a good gospel ballad. I do. That I do. Um, I love all type of ballads, and I love fast songs. I love a lot of different songs. So,
Ooh,
but
what I think you should do, and
valid.
I've been listening to this song lately, is
Which one?
"Let It Burn" by Jasmine Sullivan. I love that song.
I gotta listen to it, girl.
It is. I'll
I
send it
have
to
to
you.
listen to it.
It's a good song,
Okay.
and I could see you just dragging this down boots. It's a really good song.
Okay. I'm gonna try that out for sure.
It's it's an excellent song. I don't know if I can say that enough.
Okay.
So, what is your star sign? Your zodiac sign?
Cancer.
Cancer. Cancer. I always associate cancers with love.
Yes.
Cancers love, not just in romantic love, but platonic love. So I know this about you. You, just as you said, that you want people to be kind. Kindness is love.
Right.
Kindness is love. So you're
For sure.
Kehlani, you're a Cancer, and Cancers mean love.
I love love. I love love. I ain't got no love, girl, but I love love, honey.
You love your sisters, your family,
Right. Right.
yourself. Love is all
Yes.
around
Self love
us.
for sure. Amen. That's true.
Now, personally, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Mm, when it comes to what?
In general, like things that tick us off.
No integrity.
No integrity. Ooh,
No integrity. You have to have integrity. You have to have morals out here. If you don't have integrity, what do you have? Integrity for
exactly.
sure is a big one. For sure, integrity.
Integrity. Mine is wasted time.
Okay?
You can lose things. You can lose money. You can get money back. You can spill milk and mop it up and pour some more milk. But somebody waste your time, you'll never get that back.
No, no, no. Right now, every second and minute counts. Regardless of what it is. Every second, minute counts. Doesn't matter what it is. Time is valuable.
Very so. So we're gonna play a little game of this or that about pet peeves. So, and if you choose, you want to decide to talk about anything, then we can definitely talk about the items. Loud chewing or knuckle cracking.
Loud chewing, girl.
And close your mouth.
Okay, baby, loud chewing, honey. I can't do it, honey. Now the knuckle cracking, I can deal with that, but loud chewing, no, 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 no.
Slow walkers or line cutters.
Line cutters, wait your turn. Okay,
Exactly. Especially when you have to wait in
you
line for an hour.
right. Okay, and it's hot outside.
And they walk up like, hey, just gonna cut. No, you're not.
At all. You're not. Period. You're not.
Someone that's on the phone constantly or someone that keeps interrupting.
I think I would say kind of like interrupting because I'm on my phone constantly.
Messy room or dirty dishes.
Dirty dishes, honey.
She said she's gonna bust
Baby.
them suds.
Oh, girl, I had to. Oh, dirty dishes. Dirty dishes. It might take me a while to get to them, girl, but I'm going to get to them, honey.
She said she
Baby,
gonna
I put
get them.
that
She
dish.
gonna get them.
Okay, I put that dishwasher on a little bit earlier, honey, before we started our podcast, girl. It was I had to get to them.
Loud talkers or mouth mumblers.
I would say mumbling because I want to know what you're saying.
It's like, what'd you say?
I want to know what you're saying. But like
Backseat
what?
drivers or know it alls.
Know it alls, honey.
I'm kind of a know it all.
Right.
But I'm a quiet know it all.
Right. I'm gonna let you know that I know you know. Okay.
Okay. Double dippers or gum smackers?
um, double dippers. Yeah, I would say double dippers, girl, because I don't know where your mouth been, and I'm trying to eat, and you keep double dipping, baby.
See me, I'm definitely like, you can have your own. This is my ranch.
Okay, that part.
Overshares or secret keepers?
I would say secret keepers. I would say because I want to know how you feel about me, and I don't want it to be a secret. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Tailgaters or slow drivers?
Tailgaters, because it's so dangerous right now to even be on the road. So I will take a slow driver before tailgating. I hate tailgating. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Tailgating, no. No tailgating. For sure, no.
Yeah, because it's getting
Okay.
dangerous out there. Constant complainers or one uppers?
Mm, I would say constant complainers, girl.
Constant
Headaches.
complainers.
Headaches, Mo. Headaches, 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 girl.
I once broke up with a guy because he complained a lot.
Oh,
He complained about every single thing. It was too cold. The blanket was too hot. Uh, he didn't want to sit in that one spot. My leg fell asleep. Why can't I lay
girl.
on you? Like, oh my gosh.
Right. Right. Like, are you gonna go cook some food or go buy me some food and stop the complaining or what?
Complained the entire time.
Mm-mm.
Okay, next question. If you won $2 million tomorrow, what would you spend it on?
Oh gosh, $10 million on 613 hair, baby. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that too. 613 hair. I will definitely help out my sisters. I will give to some charities. I will make sure that I'm good first, and I will most certainly give back to the community for sure.
That's very admirable. What is your favorite trip that you've ever taken?
It was to Cali.
California
California, California, baby.
knows
Yeah, it
how
was
to
California.
party.
Okay, and they knew how to party, honey. Yes, God.
Now, based on gigs, what has been your favorite gig you've ever had?
My favorite gig I ever had when I was working with my mother for 2 years in Central Texas at Food Bar. That was the highlight of my career. It was fantastic. I was there every Sunday. The tips were cute. The customers were fine. The atmosphere was beautiful. It was like iconic. It was so fun. So fun for sure.
It's good.
Very fun.
Now, if there was one common practice in drag that you could ban and it will never ever happen again, what would it be?
Um, too many tricks. Too many tricks, honey.
She said,
Um, I said it. Too many tricks because I feel I'm so scared that our sisters are gonna get hurt. I'm scared, girl, because they be jumping out of tables and this and that and benches and stuff. And I am literally scared that they are going to get hurt, honey, because, baby, some owners can barely pay a booking fee, let alone an emergency bill, honey.
because I
Hello.
have seen some videos of girls at Pegasus that will climb that structure and jump off into a
Oh,
split. And when I saw one girl do it, yes, it was sickening. I was like, oh, Miss Mama's jumped off there like she had full coverage insurance.
Hello.
Because I don't know
Baby.
if the bar does.
And they'll tell you, ain't no insurance here, honey. So you are doing it at your own will, honey.
And I
For
thought a lot of
sure.
the girls, when I see them, like, when they do stunts, like, you should stretch. And some of them try to be
Stretch.
funny and be like, well, what do you know? Baby, my split touches the ground.
Okay. Hello.
Like,
They think because people got a little bit of weight on them, honey, that we can't do nothing, girl.
girl,
You're
my split,
wrong.
my tuck touches the ground. She's all the way down. And
Okay. To the
some of these girls
ground.
look like protractors when they go into the split. Look like a whole right angle triangle.
Okay.
It's
Baby.
basically standing.
And I'm working on my split, honey, because baby, I'm doing a 260 split, honey. I need to be doing a 380, honey. But that's gonna
All
come.
you gotta do is just stretch, and listen to your body. Listen to your body.
Yes.
Go little by little, and once your body is ready, it will let you know that it's ready to go all the way down there.
Okay.
Now, what was the turning point in your drag career?
Mm. Cutting my beard off.
You were a
Chopping my
bearded
fucking
queen.
beard. I was a bearded queen, girl. I had to chop it off, baby. I had to chop it off, honey. You know, no disrespect to all my bearded queens up there. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I had to chop my beard off, honey, because it was not working. Girl, it just wasn't working, honey. I remember, baby, when I had my beard, I was doing like 2 shows a month. As soon as I chopped my beard off, I was doing 14 shows a month, including hosting my own gigs. So
And again, that's no disrespect towards bearded queens because
not at all.
and as I said earlier, like when your drag your business, you're building your own persona. And like I said,
Right.
she's confident, sophisticated, grown, and sexy. And of course, there's definitely some bearded queens that give that, but I would say it has to be within you with the beard, and you're just so mono. Just, the way like I think one of my favorite things you did. I think it was that Patti LaBelle mix, the Thanksgiving one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you had your cover up on, and you were just like, green beans, blue, blue. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
she is so pooch. She is so pooch. And then you turned
Yes.
around, you threw that cover up on, pull over the ass too fat. Whoop, whoop, pull over. I was like, okay, Miss Mamas. Well, you did the first part.
Okay.
You were real pooch. You like brought everybody in, and
Yes.
it was just magical.
Yes. You name it. Okay.
And you were just like green beans, banana, banana. And I
Okay.
don't know if that was like a technical difficulty to the DJ because the music was real soft, but the way you handled it was so like a professional because you were just like, okay, music soft, I'm gonna move soft. And I
Thank
think by the
you.
time the
Yeah.
mix changed, I think the DJ realized because by the end, you name it, pull over the
Okay.
hand through. I was like, that was cute. That was cute.
Okay.
But that's
Okay.
all
Thank you,
about
girl.
being a professional and knowing your brand. And like I said, you know your brand. You definitely know your brand. So you was like bearded was not for me.
Right, right. And sometimes it may not work for you, but it will work for the other person, which is fantastic. Seriously,
Like
it's fantastic.
it all just depends. All just
Right.
depends. And a lot of drag is trial and error.
Oh, yes, it's trial and error for sure. It's most certainly trial and error because you think you may do something right the first time. It's not right, mamas. Keep trying, keep trying, keep doing it, keep at it, keep the faith that it will get done, and it will. It most certainly will for sure.
For sure. Now, with all the knowledge that you have about your drag and drag in general, makeup, hair, performance, if you could start over in drag, what would be something that you would do differently?
Oh, pageantry at a younger age. I mean, it's never too old to do pageantry, but I think at a younger age, I probably would most certainly got into it more and more and more. For sure, for sure. I mean, not saying Kalani ain't gonna do a pageant, just wait on it. But I think I got it. I think it would probably to just kind of not quickly jump into pageantry, but like, get in tune more into it, you know?
Okay. And like I said earlier, we first met each other through social media. So of course
Yes.
I have some social media questions. So what was your
Okay.
first ever social media and your first social media handle?
It was MySpace. Woo!
MySpace.
Girl. It was MySpace, girl. Back in the day, honey. Baby.
Back in the day. Come on, little Eric
Okay.
Badu.
Okay.
MySpace. Oh my gosh. MySpace really had us out here trying to be computer programmers to get the different backgrounds.
Baby. Oh my God. It was crazy. It was MySpace, girl, was fucking, it was crazy. But it was great in high school. It was
It
fantastic.
did, when they had the top eight.
I was trying to be in the top eight, girl. I was trying to be in the
Trying to be
top
in
something,
everybody's
girl.
top eight. Like, hey girl,
Okay.
put me in that top eight.
Okay, you're not gonna miss me, girl. Hello.
Oh my gosh, MySpace. You had your song, and you have things coming from the top of the page, and you post your
Okay.
little pictures. Oh, MySpace was definitely a time.
Everything. It was a time. It was everything. MySpace was everything for sure.
And I will never forget Tom. Tom was on everybody's page.
He was. He was on everybody
I was
page.
like, and you couldn't, and I was like, can you just delete Tom? Tom never changes his profile picture.
Nothing.
The Tom's just there.
Just there. Yeah. Just there waiting for you to click on.
I
Yeah. Girl, the times we have had, girl, back in the day, honey.
Ooh. Now, what is your favorite social media platform?
Facebook. Facebook is.
Facebook. Facebook does it all.
It
Does
does.
it
For
all.
marketing, keeping in touch with your friends, your family, Facebook is it, girl. Facebook.
Now, it's
Everything
also
Facebook.
Facebook dating.
Oh my God. Yes. I have to admit, Kalani's on Facebook dating. I'm trying to see what I can find. I've been single for 5 years, so trying to
Mhm.
see. I'm trying to get back out there, put myself back out there, and make sure they love Corey, which is my government name, and Kalani. They have to respect both because Kalani's not going anywhere, honey, at all.
Now, do you? Oh, because now we're about to go real deep.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
do you
Let's go
think
deep.
it is harder for someone to date somebody that does drag?
1,000%. People are not even comfortable with their self, let alone someone who is a male that dresses feminine and do female impersonating. You get what I'm saying? So they have to literally be comfortable with themselves and comfortable with yourself, with you, with the whole atmosphere. Because drag, when you're dating a drag queen, it's a whole different ball game
Now,
for
I'll admit,
sure.
I've dated where they were like real comfortable with who I was in drag and out of drag.
Right,
Cause I was like, I'm very non-binary out of drag, very
right.
non-binary. Love a good braided moment, a
Okay,
good natural hair moment. But
love that.
in drag, she's very glitz and glamorous.
Love that.
And I have dated some where, well, call me when Monet's here. And I'm like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, she's still here.
And I
She's
was
still
like,
out.
Monet, she's a job. She's a
Yeah,
job.
exactly. Exactly.
And another thing is like I always stress to people because people will always make fun of people like, oh, you have sex in drag. No, drag is not sexuality.
It's not.
It's an art. It's a job. On my first episode, one of my guests, she has, have I ever had sex in drag? And so I told her the story, and I told her at the end, that was the last time I ever had sex with drag. Because honestly, to me, I can have on all my stuff for drag. If I don't have shoes on, I'm not in drag.
Right.
'Cause I'm not hitting the stage without a heel.
Period.
And some of the girls don't wear pads. That's their thing. I love to have a hip.
I love to have pads. I love pads, girl.
Me
I
too.
love pads. I love, 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 love pads.
But to
I,
me, like you can't have sex with pads on.
oh
So
no.
why would you put yourself through that? And so it's like I'm trying to break that stigma of people saying that. Like, cause there's no problem with somebody wanting to put a little wig on, put a little makeup on, and
Right.
because that's not your drag persona. That's just you wanting to be yourself. Because at the end of the
Right.
day, you're not being someone else. You're being yourself, just with a little makeup on. It's expression. It's freedom.
Period.
And I'm very much a component of telling people, get out of my bedroom.
Okay.
Don't worry. And that's the same thing I want to tell the government. Get out of my bedroom. Get
Okay.
out of the
That part.
bathroom.
That part.
Stay in that White House and do what you're supposed to do in that White House. Don't worry about what women do to their bodies. Don't worry about what trans individuals do to their bodies. Don't worry about what people do in their bedrooms.
Period. Period.
Worry about the executive, legislator, and judicial branch of government.
Period. That's it.
Everyone else needs to just mind what's going on in their own bedroom.
Hello. And send us some more stimulus checks.
Exactly.
Baby, send us some more stimulus
So
checks,
let's talk
honey.
about that because I mean you said 13 years ago. So
Mhm.
how was drag during the pandemic for you?
Oh, it was slow. Nobody could do anything. There was nobody was making any money. There wasn't no money to give. There wasn't no bars were really open. When they did open, the government was doing like a 10% capacity, 50% capacity, 30% capacity. We had got at 50% like in 2021. I'm like, God damn. And it was a struggle. I know people, we were all doing our little viral skits where we were performing online and Facebook and stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But when you're a showgirl and you love and have a passion of what you do, baby, that's not going to cut it. You need to be on stage
Yeah.
for sure.
Now I would say for Houston, we were fortunate enough to have Hamburger Mary's be
Okay.
a restaurant. So, a lot of restaurants were able to still do shows. But I would say I hated performing with those shields.
Oh.
I mean, that industry, I know it made money off of us because they
Remember we
had,
tried to get decorative and girl rhinestone the shields,
I had a
paint the shield.
rhinestone one, I had the rhinestone one. And then I realized, bitch, I got hot breath. So it was fogging up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When you performed and the light hits you, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? It was
It was,
crazy.
it was madness. I'm glad everyone stayed home when they stayed home and were able to do it. But how was drag before the pandemic?
Mm, it was awesome. It was fantastic. Before the pandemic, it was fantastic. It was great. It was
I would
pretty good.
say I'm a 2020 drag queen starter. That's when I started. I started in January. So when I started, the first time was at JR's,
Okay.
and JR's before the pandemic, you made money.
Right.
The secret was people passing by, and for a lot of people back then, if they saw an entertainer on stage, they would tip, regardless
Right.
if they were going to stay around or not. And I think people have lost that.
Yeah. After the second number, second half, they're out. They're out
And
the building.
people have lost that, and it's a shame because there's a lot of great performers out there, a lot of new queens being born, and we all can say like, back in my day, you go out there and get $20 for just doing a little ballad. Cause now
Okay.
the girls, they think they gotta do a triple pirouette, step out, backflip, handspring, turn out, standing duck walk, turn out
And
into
might not even doing all of those tricks and flips, you may not even get a dollar sometimes. You may not, sometimes crowds are very hard to read sometimes, okay? So you think you can go out there and do this and that and feel you can look your most beautifulest, you can feel your most confident and different stuff like that, but when it really comes time to it, some audience don't really like all that. They feel like it's aerobics or something. Honey, they want the art of drag performance, pouring your heart on stage, being in tune with the crowd.
mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yes, that's what it's all about.
Hey, you put your right foot in, you put your left foot in, you do the hokey pokey and you turn it all around. That's what it's all about. Hey, okay.
But I mean, I think by time drag will make another turn because drag is always evolving and always changing, and it's getting either for the good or for the bad. So what
Right,
does
right.
the future of drag hold for Kalani, and what's to happen for years to come?
Well, the future for my drag career, I hope, just continue to be the awesome sister, the awesome person that I am. Continue to motivate people, continue to strive for success and be great within myself. And, just kind of just be all I can. And hopefully within, 2 to 3, 5 years from down the line, I'll still have a nice career in drag. So yeah.
Well, drag is constantly evolving, pushing boundaries, and inspiring new generations of performers and fans. And before we close out today, if you could tell your 18-year-old self anything, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
I will tell my 18-year-old self, Corey, you are going to be loved. You're going to be great. People love you. Just keep moving forward and just be the best, best, best person you can be. Be the best individual that you can be in this world for sure. And just shine. Shine bright like a diamond, baby. You're going to get through it. Yep.
Well, thank you so much, time. Oh, try it again. I'm gonna edit this part out. Thank
Okay.
you so much for joining me today on the podcast. This was
Yay.
definitely a Kiki, definitely a cut up. I was glad
I
we are able
love
to do
it.
this in our big blonde hairs and our little black
Woo!
dresses. It was such a time. I really enjoy my time with you. And look, if you have a Saturday show opening, let a bitch know. I'll definitely come and give a little twirl.
I'll go ahead and book you in December. How about that?
All right, all right.
Okay.
I look
We'll talk
forward
at we'll
to it.
talk we'll talk
We'll talk
after
we'll
we get off
talk in
podcast.
unplugged.
Okay, for sure.
But again, thank you so much for the opportunity to interview you and get to know you on a deeper level. Uh, Continue to be love and show love and share love within the community up there in San Antonio. San Antonio's full of love. They have you to thank for that.
Thank you.
Until
Thank
next
you. I appreciate
time,
it.
as we dive into all things drag, lifestyle, and fun, I'm Mo Love and BFU. Bye. Oh.